So she's got the most insane cult following, and people admire that she wants to paint with her own blood.
Celebrity feuds have stormed the news headlines since forever, and even though some may get really nasty, one can't deny that they're quite entertaining for those watching from the sidelines. Guilty. So today, we bring to you our pick for the top 6 celebrity fallouts of 2021. Number 6, Caitlyn Jenner versus Jimmy Kimmel. On an episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live, the host referred to Caitlyn Jenner as Caitlyn Jenner Car Crashian and criticized clips of her interview for The View. He further shaded her by saying that she looked like fellow Republican and former US President Donald Trump in a wig. As expected, Caitlyn did not take kindly to the comments and clapped back on Twitter. She called out the left-wingers and the LGBTQ community for an outrage, linking Kimmel's comments on her appearance as offensive to transgenders, and said that it was optional for Democrats to be woke. Number 5, James Charles versus Asian Doll. Wherever there's drama, there's James Charles. It all started when Doll decided to comment on the high fees charged by makeup artists. While her tweet did stir up a lot of opinions from the Twitter community, things really blew up once it caught makeup artist James Charles's attention. He immediately called the tweet stupid and clarified his disapproval on seeing MUAs being shamed for charging appropriately. Asian Doll quickly responded, asking Charles to stay out of her business and go back to Hollywood. She further asked the James supporters to give him their money if they want to, and that she would only go where they charge normally. Oof. What a hassle. Number 4, Meek Mill versus Travis Scott. Of all the fights on this list, this has got to be the most aggressive. Amidst the 4th of July celebrations held by 76ers, co-owner Michael Rubin, which included a lot of stars like Jay-Z and Bon Jovi, the two rappers got into a huge spat. Mill, during the course of this fight, got riled up and was said to be the loudest in the room, even after they were pulled apart before things got worse. No one seems to know what started the fight. Representatives of neither parties have commented on the issue that surprisingly did not garner much public attention. Number 3, Conor McGregor versus the Paul brothers. We all know tons of punching happens inside the UFC cage, but when it comes to Conor, he's known for throwing a few on the outside too. Infamous for calling people out on television, McGregor was quick to sport a bold answer when asked if he would like to fight with Logan or Jake Paul. For reference, the Paul brothers have been asking Conor for a fight in the UFC ever since they became boxers. Quite outrageously, Jake Paul even offered Conor $50 million publicly on Twitter to fight with him. Conor, though, has repeatedly ignored them. This time, he told news.com.au that he wouldn't prefer being in the ring with them and even called them dingbats. Number 2, Tyra Banks versus Lisa D'Amato. Lisa D'Amato is a former America's Next Top Model contestant in season 6, where the judge was Tyra Banks. Recently, Lisa put up a whole 7-minute video talking about how Banks treated her on the show. This onslaught actually began after a lot of people pointed out Tyra's racist and mean comments on the show and how she put up a half-assed apology admitting her mistake. In her video, D'Amato revealed that even before this whole incident, she had broken her contract with the show in order to speak about this on television to warn and educate young girls. The participant then clarified her trauma as sexual, physical, and mental abuse. She repeatedly asked Banks how she could sleep at night after inflicting so much hate on the young contestants on her own profit. Number 1, Ted Cruz versus Seth Rogen. Some of the best fights one can witness, and probably Twitter wars. Need more spice? Have a war between a Democrat and a Republican. When Republican Senator Ted Cruz criticized US President Joe Biden for rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement, the actor and filmmaker Seth Rogen replied with a simple, "Off, you fascist." This led to a full-blown argument involving a series of mean tweets and shade between the two, where Ted called Seth an angry Hollywood celebrity, a Marxist with Tourette's, a moron, and a conservative. Seth was not far behind on the creative and called Cruz a clown, piece of shit, and a white supremacist, among other things. Liked this feud compilation and want to see more action? Then go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Got any ideas for us to cover next? Let us know in the comments below.